Hello friends. Today I am going to introduce you to sociology. Sociology is the study of how people interact with each other and how they create societies. Sociologists try to understand why people do the things they do, what they believe, and how they behave. They also study how things like race, gender, and wealth affect people's lives. I will explain to you what sociology is, how it works, and why it matters, all in a fun and engaging way. What is sociology? Sociology is the study of people, groups, and societies. Sociologists try to understand how people behave and interact with each other in different situations. They look at things like families, schools, communities, and even whole countries to figure out how they work. Just like you like to learn about your friends and family, sociologists like to learn about people too. Why do we need sociology? Sociology helps us understand how society works and how we can improve it. It helps us see how different groups of people live and how we can make things better for everyone. For example, sociologists study things like inequality and social change. They try to understand why some people have more opportunities than others and how we can make things more fair for everyone. What do sociologists study? Sociologists study a lot of different things. They look at how people communicate with each other, how they make decisions, and how they work together in groups. They also study things like culture, social roles, and social change. They use all of this information to try to understand why people behave the way they do and how we can make society better. Have you ever played with a group of friends and noticed that you all have different roles? Maybe one of you is the leader, and the others follow their lead. Or maybe one of you always comes up with ideas, and the others help make them happen. Sociologists call these roles social roles, and they study how people take on different roles in different situations. They want to understand how social roles help us work together and how they can sometimes cause conflict. Communication is how people talk, listen, and use body language to send messages. Sociologists study communication to understand how people express themselves and how they understand each other. They also study how different languages and cultures affect communication. For example, in some cultures, it is rude to speak loudly or interrupt others when they are speaking. Culture is the way of life for a group of people. It includes things like language, beliefs, traditions, and customs. Sociologists study culture to understand how it shapes our beliefs and behaviors. They also study how different cultures interact with each other and how we can learn from each other's differences. Race and ethnicity are how people are categorized based on physical and cultural characteristics. Sociologists study race and ethnicity to understand how they affect people's lives. They want to understand how people experience racism and discrimination, and how we can work towards a more equitable society. Gender is how people identify themselves as male or female, or neither. Sociologists study gender to understand how it affects people's experiences and opportunities. They want to understand how gender roles are created and how they can be changed to create a more equal society. Social change is how society evolves over time. Sociologists study social change to understand how society has changed in the past and how it is changing now. They want to understand what drives social change and how we can work towards creating positive change in society. Sociologists use different research methods to collect data and analyze it. They use surveys, interviews, and observations to learn about people's beliefs and behaviors. They also use statistical analysis to identify patterns and trends in society. There have been many famous sociologists throughout history. Some of them include Karl Marx, Max Weber, and Emil Durkheim. These sociologists made important contributions to the field of sociology and helped us understand society better. Sociology can help you understand how society works and how you fit into it. It can also help you understand why people behave the way they do and how you can communicate with them better. Sociology can help you develop empathy and understanding for people who are different from you. Sociology is all around us, and we see it in action every day. For example, sociologists study how people use social media to communicate and how it affects our relationships. They also study how businesses use marketing to target different groups of people and how it affects our buying habits. If you are interested in sociology, there are many different career paths you can pursue. You can become a researcher, a teacher, or a policy analyst. You can also work in nonprofit organizations or government agencies to make a positive impact on society. In conclusion, sociology is the study of how people interact with each other and how they create societies. It helps us understand how society works and how we can make it better for everyone. Whether you are interested in communication, culture, or social change, sociology has something to offer you. So, keep learning and exploring, and maybe one day you'll become a great sociologist yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, subscribe buttons and the notification bell so you can join the Simplify squad.